and being able to take the great research that we do and be able to bring that back into our teaching and learning and in the support of our students. And it doesn't really matter what I talk about with technology, we can thematically bring that back to Second Life in the work that's been done so far in the role of the Open University, in working with all of you, but also much more of that going forward. And so today I could talk about many aspects after my first 3 months at the university, but without any doubt, the question, as you can imagine with my background, that I get asked about more than anything else is really about the opportunity for technology in education. And clearly with what I've done for the last 10, 15, 20 years of my working life, I've always been at the intersection of technology and education. This is the first time that I've had the wonderful opportunity to be part as a full-time employee of a university, but I've always worked with organizations that were looking to help in one way, shape, or form to figure out what is the appropriate application of technology in education to help our students be successful. And so I thought I'd start off by just sharing a few of those thoughts with you today. And without any doubt, the thing that we netted out at more than anything about the role of technology in education was its ability to extend the reach of high-quality education to all. And certainly after the investment of a significant amount of research, time and money at Microsoft working with the Gates Foundation and their research over the last few years, it's clear that one of the great opportunities that technology provides is to give people access. The work that we do through our Open Education Repository and the other things that I'll talk about today are wonderful examples of how technology can be used to open up quality experiences. A couple of weeks ago we were honored by a Queen's Anniversary Award for the work that we've done with our TESSA program, which is the application of Open Education Repositories, our Open Learn platform, or OERs as they're called, to Sub-Saharan Africa to help build primary school teacher capacity. Again, a wonderful example of how technology can be used to open up access. The next thing that I fundamentally believe is that technology is actually able to enable a relevant, personalized, and engaging learning experience if again applied in appropriate ways. And I think today is a wonderful example of that. You know, a lot of people call them the net generation, or they call them sort of Generation Y or digital natives. But the reality of the situation is we have a crisis of relevance in a lot of our higher education around the world. In a recent study that I saw in the United States, we asked young people, sort of what they call in the U.S. sort of almost college freshmen or freshwomen, you know, what really, how important do you rate some form of post-secondary education to your future? And over 80% of them said that they rate it very highly. And then they asked a follow-on question, which is how relevant do you believe the education you're getting is to you? And only about 23% actually said that they felt that it was relevant. And I call that, in a lot of the speaking that I do, the crisis of relevance, because I do believe that it's very important that as we look to the value of higher education, it can't just be about ticking the box to say you've completed something. It's got to be about making sure that that experience is meeting your needs, whatever they happen to be as a student, and it's delivered in a way that actually fits the goals that you have and leads to helping you be successful. The next area that I think our communing today and the work that is done in Second Life is that technology provides very creative ways for us to be able to nurture powerful communities of learning, bringing people together in new, different, meaningful ways that really go far beyond the traditional brick and mortar classrooms, which is the traditional way we've thought about quality education historically. I often speak about it as moving from brick and mortar to click and mortar. But I believe we're at that tipping point that Claudia kind of mentioned, which is the web's coming our way. The web being this environment of really just being very content-centric is fast moving to a world that is very people-centric.